Alright guys, today I'm going to bring to you a little video for how to change your tire with very minimal tools and very cheap tools. Okay? Y'all have to excuse the way I'm walking with the camera. I'm trying to walk and talk at the same time. And when you have a sweet gum tree around, that's not that easy. I'll show you what all tools I have and what process I go through. And while I'm holding the camera, just excuse the camera angle because I do have it on a tripod. I mean, I could hold you up like that, but it's not much better. I'll show you how to do it with minimal tools and minimal effort, alright? And then I'll show you cleaning the rim and putting the tire back on, guys. I hope the lighting works out. This is my new camera, so you guys let me know how this video turns out. Let me know your input. Let me know how you like it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And here we go. I'm going to turn you around here. Alright, this is all I've got laid out here. I've got my tire. It's a 16-inch tire and wheel. I do have another tire in my building over there. It's a Michelin tire. Got a set for free whenever I bought this rodeo. And you got your 2 tire spoons right here. A ramp. And this is a valve stem remover tool. Removing valve stems. You can use whatever valve stem tool you have. That works good for me because that's what I've got, and I don't have to go buy another one. This tire right here has a plug in it somewhere along this side, and it won't hold air. Every time I put air in it, it goes back down within a couple days, and I need a spare for my rodeo here. So we're going to make this one work, and stay tuned and you'll figure out how to change a tire using this and these tools. Alright guys, I'm going to pause you for a minute. Alright guys, one of the most important things to do with this is the setup. You want to make sure, number one, you've got a vehicle that's big enough to do it. This rodeo has got plenty of weight to do it, and it's got plenty of height. I've never tried this with a car, and I don't know that I'd want to try it with a car, but this rodeo is plenty tall enough, and it's got off-road tires for grips on it. So that'll work perfect. I'm going to put this valve stem removal tool somewhere safe in my pocket, and I do have you guys kind of backed up far enough so you can see the whole frame of what's going on, just so that everybody can understand what's going on here. You're going to take your ramp, just a regular steel car ramp, and you want to make sure there's no sharp edges on this side. Mine's flat, no sharp edges, nothing that can dig in. You want to bring it over here, and you're going to want to first get your walking appendage out of the way. Put it right there. And then you want to take this this ramp right here and slide it under your tire. Get it as straight with the tire as you can. You want it to be straight as possible. Then you want to bring the tire you're changing over. You want to remove the valve stem out of it. I'm going to put that there for now. Don't let me forget to get that. And guys, I hope the audio is picking up good on this thing. We've got a lot of construction going on over here right next to our house, so I hope the audio is picking up good. They're building a set of chicken houses over here. But you want to take the valve stem out to help the tire pop off easier. This way it pops right on off the rim and you don't have to worry about nothing. And this tire is dry rotted anyway. I have done this with anything from new tires to dry rotted tires. This one's not so dry rotted that it would hurt it, but if you've got a severely dry rotted tire, I wouldn't attempt it, because sometimes when it squishes the tire down, it can cause the splits to leak, cause them to leak air. So you want to be mindful of how dry rotted your tire is. And like I said, I've done this 100 times and it works great. I don't want to have to go spend 15-20 bucks every time I want a tire off the rim at a tire shop. I don't have that kind of money or that time. So I'm going to take and lift this up. And it is a little hard to do with just 2 hands. And you want to make sure, I'll get you guys a close-up shot of how I've got this set up, but you want to make sure that you're not going to hit the rim whenever the vehicle comes up on it. Alright, I'll bring you guys over and get a close-up shot, and then I'll go set you back over. And guys, once again, thank you for joining us here at Two Eagles Garage. This is just going to be a cheap way to change tires. And I have done tires for this car with it, which is my rodeo, my 96 Isuzu rodeo. And I had done all 4 tires for that one. I took all 4 off and put all 4 back on for this car. Doing it all this way right here. And I'll get you guys a close-up of how I've got it set up. See, you want to have this ramp in just the right spot to where when it starts applying pressure, it's not going to hit that wheel. Okay, see, mine needed to go back just a little bit like that. You want to have just the right amount of pressure on it. And sometimes, sitting in this part of my yard, my vehicle can climb it, sometimes it can't. We'll see. She's a one-wheel spinner. She's a one-wheel spinner, so she don't like spinning wheels too much. But we're going to see if she's going to cooperate with us today. And once again, guys, if you like my channel, like my content, like and subscribe, please. And once again, guys, on this video, I am using a new camera. Let me know how the experience is. Let me know how the audio is, how the visual is. Let me know all that stuff, guys. I want feedback. I want to be able to bring you guys good content, but I need good feedback to be able to do it. Works great if you have the 4x4. Look at that. Popped right off the way. You have to excuse the beeping. My car has a door sensor on it to drive you back. See, what I done was I backed up and got a little bit more of a heel and was able to get a better traction. And I'm going to grab you guys and show you when I remove that ramp that there's no damage to that tire. Just so everybody don't say, oh, well, it'll damage the sidewalls, it'll do this and it'll do that. No, it won't. I've done this 100 times, never once had a bubble pop up on the sidewall, never once had an issue with it. So you're going to see firsthand how this works. Alright, look, moving the ramp, look at there, no marks at all on the sidewall, no marking, no nothing, rim's not hurt. Now when you flip it over, there may be a little grass between the rim and the tire, but that tire is popped off that rim on this side, and that's the side that was glued on. So now, we're going to flip this tire over. Sorry guys, I'm having to use 2 hands, and we're going to do this again on the back side. Sometimes you can just lean on it and pop it off, but because I know this tire is glued on, I know we've got to put more pressure on it. And guys, on some tires, there is a barcode where you can check the dates and stuff like that, and there is numbers you can use to check the dates. And this tire is a P225 75 15 16. I'm sorry, it's a 16 inch. And if you have weights, be cautious around the weights because sometimes it can pop the weights off. But that's about how it works, guys. I'll get a view of me popping this side off, and then we'll go over and clean the wheel, and we may put the new wheel on it. I don't know yet if I want to paint this rim or not. I hadn't decided. But as you can see, it did come off of a Passport, and that will fit in a Isuzu Rodeo. They're the same exact running gear, almost identical. And I'll take the tire spoons over there and show you how to do this. I'll get you a little bit closer view this time, and maybe you guys can see it a little better. Let me get my tripod adjusted here. I know there's a joke in there somewhere, but we'll leave that alone. Tilt you guys down a little bit. And guys, I know this video is a little shaky and a little rough. I'm just getting used to this tripod, and I'm just getting used to the camera. So bear with me as I'm trying to make it work right now and get used to this, because like I said, I've been used to using my cell phone. Let's fire it up and do it again. I'll slide this ramp back just a little bit so it don't hit my wheel. I don't care if it damages the wheel because this is just a spare wheel, but I'd prefer not to damage it if I can help it. Side of the seat. See if it's gonna work. Slide my ramp back. See, sometimes your ramp moves like that, it slides forward on you. As long as you don't drive up on it like that, you shouldn't have too much problem. And there's no damage to the ram or anything like that. It just slid a little too far forward. So you got to take into consideration the angle of this as well. Sometimes the angle will push it forward and cause it to hit your wheel. So you have to consider that too when you set your ramp on there. And this is a Starfire tire, by the way, which I don't think they make anymore. Alright, here we go. Once again, guys, use common sense when you're doing this. And don't use those thin, cheap ramps. These are an old school thick set of ramps. So these work great for push. Alright, move again. Come on. And I have seen the thinner set of ramps crush. I saw a friend of mine do this one time with a Bronco. And he used a set of those cheap ramps, and it collapsed the ramp. Well, see, it takes a few times getting this right. I haven't done this in a long time, so it takes a minute to get it right sometimes. But once you get it right, you're set. And take notice to the thickness of the material, guys. That's a thick ramp. It ain't gonna hurt it. Used it 100 times. Alright guys, here we go. Try this again. Cool in here. Whatever end you can get in will work. Once again, just be careful and don't destroy your rims. Sometimes you have to whack it on the back right here to get it over it. And sometimes it requires a good deal of flex from the tire and the tool. And it is hard to do, but you will get it done. And I'm trying not to fall on my face too. I have done this before, and a tire come off unexpectedly and put me on the ground. And then sometimes you're gonna have to rethink it, because like that, I don't have enough flex in this tire to come off. This does work better when the tire is warmer, like when it's hotter outside. I think we're gonna try something else here. Let's see. Alright, let's try it from the other side. Once again, the hook end. And you want to get it over that wheel. And you're trying to hook the tire. Or the rim. Actually. No, that won't work. Give me a minute, guys. I had a brain moment. Yeah, so you pretty much have to do it from this side. And I don't know why this is so difficult today. I've done this 100 times. Sometimes you have to flip it around like this right here. If you can get this tire to bow inward, you'll have it made. But this one's got a stiff spot in it. And sometimes you need a hammer to whack it around the outsides. Ow, pinched my arm. And yes, I know it's a lot easier just to go have it done at a tire shop. But once again, it's about money. It's not about easiness. And you're having to figure out how to hold this thing too. And sometimes tools will fly out, trust me. And here come the neighbor's little morons. You just have to kind of work with it, guys. Sometimes it takes a minute. And it takes some working and doing. And about 5 other arms. But you just want to try to work around it a little at a time. And you want to try to keep the wheel and tire up straight. And I hope I'm still in you guys' view. Doesn't look like I am. I don't think so. Yeah, I still am. For the most part. If this tire would collapse in and cooperate, it'd be a lot better. And you have to be careful. These things will pop up and slap you in the face. Ask me how I know. I know because I've done it. And this is also another part you have to be careful with because it'll tear the tire. Especially if you're planning on reusing that tire. Like I said, I don't plan on reusing it. But like that right there, see? I know some of you tire guys are laughing at me right about now. But hey, that's alright. I get my daily dose of outdoors. And I get to do something I enjoy doing, which is filming for you guys. And showing that everybody struggles. And it probably would have helped if I'd have sprayed this tire. But I didn't think about that beforehand. If I could get this tire to collapse, my life would be easier. Because typically what I do is if I can get it to collapse, I'll put this tire tool between my legs and it'll hold it for me. And then I got both hands to work with while I pry it off. I may have to go get a hammer, guys. May have to go get a hammer and some spray. Alright, getting twisted here. Come back over here so the people can see. People got to be able to see this. And see, when you have it poked out like that right there, that'd be the optimal time to have a hammer. But guess what? I don't have one. Out here with me, at least, anyway. And you're hoping and praying that one of these things don't pop up and smack you in the lip. I have done this with screwdrivers and tire irons. So I promise you, there is harder ways to do it. Right here at that weight, be perfect. And then you have to get enough leverage to get it over the lip of the rim. Oh yeah, that done it. Then sometimes you have to readjust. Getting it where you need it is the hard part. I went in too far with my hook, so I'm going to try to slip my hook back out a little bit. Alright guys, I hope you can see this good. I'm fixing to hook up my wire brush here, and it's going to get loud, so once again, if you have headphones on, turn them down please. It will hurt your ears. If not, I'm not responsible for your ears. But I'll show you a few seconds of this, and then I'll get it knocked out and show you the after, and if I have to do any more to it, I'll show you that. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this wire wheel right here and go all around this edge right here, go all along this edge, and make sure we get right down here where the bead seals real good at. I know the bead seals right here, but it also seals here. So you want to make sure you get all that clean too. Just make sure it's all good and clean and free of debris. And make sure there's no leaks anywhere on it, guys. And we'll get started. And just for the record, yes, I should be wearing safety glasses. I am not, but I don't want to go get some, so it'll be alright. It'll be alright this one time. Oh, and if the compressor kicks on, it may get louder, just to let you know. This high up, but down in here is where I want to get smooth. So I want to make sure it doesn't leak again. So yeah, that's what we're working on. Like I said, guys, this is where they put that tire sealer at, and this is the new tire. It's a Michelin, and I misspoke the other day whenever I said the other tire was a Starfire. It's not a Starfire. I don't know what it was, but it's not a Starfire. It just come from the junkyard. Like I said, it was no good. This is the Michelin, and it's a cross-terrain SUV tire. Give you guys a good look at that. It does have a patch in it, but we should be okay with this one. It's got good tread on it, so we should be good for just a spare. We'll see how it goes. Like after the wire brush run over it. Not too bad, but it does need some cleaning up. This side's a little worse. Maybe you can see it a little better. See all the big thick spots right there? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. get some of those knocked down. That'll help keep it from tearing the tire. And just smooth all this out right here. Not the part down here, but the part right here on the side rail. Just smooth it all out. You want it to be smooth, and you want it to be free of bumps and lumps and stuff like that. And that was just with a wire wheel, guys. Now I'm going to take this little roll-lock attachment, like a sanding attachment or something like that, and I'm going to knock all them high spots down. And that'll help us get a good seal right along through there. And it'll also help keep spots like this right here from tearing my tire up whenever I go to put it on. And I mean, I'm not too concerned about it. I don't think it would mess it up too bad, but I'd rather give it every chance I could to keep it from messing it up. Alright guys, let me get this one knocked out and I'll bring you back. And guys, I'm not really struggling. I'm just trying to do too many things at once. I typically have help when I do this, but I don't have any help right now, so that makes it a little harder, but that's alright. We get it. We got this. And it appears that my battery's getting low again, guys. Just a little at a time. That's all it takes. Alright guys, if I stop in the middle of this, it's not because I'm trying to do it any other way or anything like that. It's just because I had to stop, keep my camera from dying, guys. I'm trying to hurry so the camera don't die in the middle of this one. Work both sides of it, guys. See, I got a tight spot right there. I'm gonna try to pull this tire iron out. I call them tire irons. You can call them tire spoons, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna work it over into there a little bit. That'll help me get it on around the rim. Alright, see, now here's where it gets delicate, guys. See that? That's a very tight spot in the tire. Now we have to very carefully and make sure all of our stuff, all our tools are lubed up good, and that way we don't tear it. So I'm going to lube everything good again, even up here, if I can get my spray bottle to work again. Lube that, lube your tool. The name of the game is keep everything slick. The slicker the better. I know there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm going to leave that one alone. You guys can use your imagination for that one. You also want to keep this side of the tire pushed down so it's not on that edge up top. You want it to slide into the divot up here. That'll help keep the tire loose too. Mine appears to be slid in good. Alrighty. So we'll proceed on then. Try to keep an eye on my battery, guys. I'm almost going to lose you. sometimes you have to use one to kind of whack it over a little bit. Get a little bit better bite on it. See there? Now, once I do this next one, it'll pop right on over on there. There's a trick, though. You may have to use the flat end for this one, because it's a very small space right there. Look at there. Alright, one more. And this is where you have to be careful, guys, because that tire's right on the edge of that rim. You don't want to tear it. I've only ever torn 2. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Alright, guys, I'm going to pause you for a minute. Alright, guys. I'm going to cut the compressor on, but it's going to be loud. But, what you need to do is you need to take the valve stem out again with your valve stem tool. You want to take it out and keep it somewhere safe. Alright, lay it right there. Alright, compressor coming on, guys. If you have headphones on, turn them down.